Welcome to my channel MSO Coin Friends. Life is full of surprises, and sometimes the smallest things can open the door to the biggest opportunities. What seems ordinary at first glance can turn into something extraordinary when you know the hidden story behind it. Today, we dive into one such incredible journey. Let's get started. Let's talk about one of the most fascinating pieces of American coinage history, the 1985 USA 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln cent. This coin is more than just a small piece of copper-plated zinc. It carries history, artistry, and an unexpected potential to change lives when collectors discover a rare and unique example. The year 1985 was an important period for the United States Mint. By this time, the Lincoln cent had already been in circulation for over 7 decades, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The design by Victor David Brenner, with the iconic portrait of Lincoln on the obverse, was already a cultural symbol, making the coin instantly recognizable in every American pocket. What makes the 1985 penny special is that it belongs to the newer generation of cents that were no longer made of mostly copper. In 1982, the U.S. Mint changed the composition to copper-plated zinc to save production costs, and the 1985 issue continued in that lighter style. Yet collectors have found that certain rare errors, mint variations, and high-grade preserved coins from this year can turn an ordinary cent into a coin worth unimaginable sums. The 1985 1 cent was struck in large numbers at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. While billions were minted, only a tiny fraction survived in pristine condition, untouched by circulation. These untouched coins, especially in the highest grading levels, can command tremendous premiums in the market. For a collector, finding one in superb gem condition is like uncovering treasure that others overlooked. Collectors today value these coins not only because of their age, but also because of their perfection and rarity. Imagine a coin that was struck with complete sharpness, free of scratches, and stored safely for decades. Such a coin becomes a numismatic gem that can be sold for thousands and, in special error cases, even tens of thousands of dollars. Another detail that drives excitement is the presence of minting errors. Double dies, off-center strikes, broad strikes, and other unique errors from 1985 have been known to skyrocket in value. A rare double die or a dramatic mint error from this year could easily fetch more than $20,000 in the right auction. Collectors will fight to secure such a piece, making it a dream find for anyone holding a 1985 cent. The Lincoln cent from 1985 also carries historical charm. It shows the bust of Abraham Lincoln on the front with "In God We Trust" at the top, "Liberty" at the left, and the date 1985 at the right. The reverse at that time still displayed the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., a design first introduced in 1959. This combination makes the coin a reminder of American values, history, and pride. For those who ask whether people really want to buy these coins, the answer is a resounding yes. Thousands of collectors across the United States and internationally are always hunting for coins like the 1985 cent in superb grade or with rare mistakes. Online platforms, numismatic auctions, and private dealers all witness active trading of this coin. When talking about the current value, we must highlight the maximum reward possible. In circulated condition, the coin may look ordinary, but when preserved in top condition, it can transform into a coin worth a fortune. Some certified 1985 Lincoln cents in the highest mint state 67 and 68 grades have sold for upwards of $5,000 to $10,000. Add an error to the mix, and you are looking at values crossing $3,000 or more. The reason these coins become so valuable is not just age or rarity, but the thrill of owning perfection. Collectors know that very few coins survive without flaws. A flawless 1985 penny represents an almost impossible survival against all odds, and that rarity creates explosive demand. For anyone holding one of these coins, the advice is simple: never spend it. Keep it preserved, consider getting it professionally graded, and hold on to it like a hidden jewel. The market for rare coins only grows stronger with time, and demand for classic Lincoln cents will continue to rise. Imagine the life-changing possibilities. A coin that looks like just a single cent could in reality hold the power to pay for college, buy a car, or even contribute to a house. The value hidden in that tiny piece of metal can surprise anyone who takes the time to learn about it. The 1985 cent is a lesson in patience and awareness. Many people pass it by without noticing, but the sharp-eyed collector who understands its story will always see opportunity. History, design, rarity, and condition combine to turn an ordinary penny into a multi-thousand-dollar prize. So yes, it is absolutely valuable, and it can be sold for remarkable amounts if you find the right one. The maximum prize, depending on grade and error, can easily touch $2,000 and beyond. That is why coin hunters and treasure seekers around the world are always on the lookout for the special 1985 Lincoln cent. This isn't just about owning a coin. It's about holding a piece of history, a reminder of Lincoln's legacy, and a symbol of how even the smallest coin can carry the biggest rewards. Collectors often say that coins are time machines, and the 1985 cent is proof of that. It carries us back to an era of American change, while at the same time holding the promise of future fortune for whoever discovers its hidden worth. So next time you see a 1985 Lincoln 1-cent coin, don't underestimate it. It might just be the rare treasure that turns you from an ordinary collector into someone holding thousands of dollars in the palm of your hand. Hold on to it, protect it, and remember, the fortune of tomorrow could already be sitting quietly in your coin jar today. Next coin, the USA 1976 1-cent coin, known as the Lincoln cent, is a coin that continues to capture the imagination of collectors around the world. Struck during the nation's bicentennial year, this coin carries with it both historical pride and numismatic significance. While the bicentennial is most famously associated with quarters, half dollars, and dollars that carried special designs, the 1-cent piece of 1976 still hold a remarkable place in the hearts of enthusiasts. The obverse of the coin features the enduring portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, a design that first appeared in 1909. His profile remained unchanged through 1976, making it one of the most consistent and recognizable images in American coinage. The reverse at that time still displayed the Lincoln Memorial, a design created by Frank Gasparo and first introduced in 1959. Although the 1976 cent did not receive a commemorative design, it was minted in an era of celebration when America marked 200 years of independence. That fact alone makes every coin dated 1976 part of the bicentennial story, regardless of denomination. It ties this penny directly into one of the most significant celebrations in United States history. The composition of the 1976 cent was primarily copper, unlike later issues after 1982 that became copper-plated zinc. Containing 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, the coin itself carried intrinsic metal value higher than later cents. This gives a unique connection to the classic copper cent era, which is highly desirable to collectors. Billions of these coins were produced by the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, with proof coins being struck in San Francisco. Yet despite the high mintage, only a fraction of these coins remain in superb condition today. Time, circulation, and natural wear have left most examples heavily used, while pristine specimens have become increasingly rare. The real excitement comes from coins graded at the highest levels by professional services. A 1976 Lincoln cent in mint state 67 or 68 is considered a prize, as very few have survived with full luster and sharp details. These coins can command thousands of dollars at auction, making them treasures hidden in plain sight. Error coins from 1976 also stand out in the market. Double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and striking anomalies are all highly prized by collectors. Depending on the severity of the error, such coins can sell for amounts ranging from several $100s to well over $10,000. The maximum value of a flawless, top-grade 1976 cent with a dramatic error could easily reach into the $8,000 range. This is not speculation but reality, as collectors around the globe aggressively bid on unique and pristine pieces from this year. So, can this coin be valuable in the future? Absolutely. As years pass, the number of surviving high-grade examples will continue to shrink. Collectors of Lincoln cents are passionate, and the 1976 issue, with its bicentennial connection, will remain in strong demand. Right now, depending on the condition, this coin already commands impressive prices. A circulated coin may look ordinary, but an uncirculated gem with brilliant surfaces and strong strikes can sell for $2,000 to $5,000. Exceptional coins with unique errors can fetch prices above $5,000, and some of the finest have already been valued near $4,000. That makes the 1976 1-cent coin not just an interesting collectible, but a potential fortune for those lucky enough to discover one in outstanding condition. It proves again that a simple penny can become a life-changing piece of treasure. The beauty of a 1976 penny lies in its connection to the bicentennial. While other denominations bore commemorative designs, the cent remained true to tradition. That continuity makes it both a symbol of history and a hidden collectible waiting to be recognized. Collectors know that coins tied to historical anniversaries always hold value, and the bicentennial was one of the greatest milestones in American history. Owning a penny from that year connects you directly to that celebration, and rarity in high grades magnifies the value. For sellers today, it is wise to have your 1976 cent graded if you believe it is in exceptional condition. Professional certification unlocks its true market potential and allows collectors to compete for it in auctions. The market for Lincoln cents is global, not just limited to the United States. International collectors also chase these coins because of their cultural and historical importance. That global demand increases the price potential dramatically. The maximum value, therefore, is not capped. A unique discovery could push a sale beyond expectations, and history has shown that when two collectors compete for the same coin, records can be broken. That is the magic of numismatics. Holding a 1976 penny is like holding a piece of both history and opportunity. The copper in your hand represents a nation celebrating 200 years of freedom, and the rarity of top examples represents wealth waiting to be claimed. So, how much can the 1976 penny be sold for at this time? In exceptional grades, the answer is thousands. In rare error form, the answer is tens of thousands. In the right auction, the maximum value could touch or surpass $3,000, making a coin worth protecting and treasuring. The lesson of the 1976 cent is clear. Never underestimate the smallest coin in your pocket, because it could carry unimaginable value. The bicentennial penny may appear common, but in its finest form is a millionaire maker for collectors who understand its worth. For the future, its value can only grow. The market is strong, the demand is real, and the rarity is undeniable. This is not just a cent. This is the 1976 Lincoln cent, a true treasure of America's bicentennial year, and one of the most valuable small coins ever struck by the United States Mint. Next coin's a USA 1995 1-cent coin is one of the most fascinating coins in modern American history. It is a Lincoln cent that has drawn the attention of collectors not only for its design and legacy, but also for its potential rarity in special conditions and with unique minting features. The obverse of the 1995 penny carries the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, a design first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. It features the words "In God We Trust" across the top, "Liberty" to the left, and the year 1995 to the right. The mint mark, whether from Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, is also placed near the date. The reverse still showcased the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, which was used from 1959 until 2008. Within the design, if you look closely, you can even see a tiny figure of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, which was a detail admired by collectors and a symbol of American craftsmanship. The 1995 cent was struck at 3 major mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco for proofs. Billions of these coins were minted, but not all are equal. The ones that truly stand out are those that have survived in high mint state grades, or those that carry dramatic mint errors. These are the coins that can command thousands of dollars in the marketplace. The Philadelphia Mint produced one of the most famous varieties of 1995 cents, known as the 1995 double die obverse. This rare error caused the inscriptions on the obverse, especially "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," to appear doubled. The doubling is so clear that it became one of the most celebrated double die varieties of the Lincoln series. Collectors immediately recognized this coin as special, and it has since become one of the most sought-after modern error coins. A 1995 double die cent in pristine condition can sell for thousands of dollars, with prices soaring as high as $4,000 or more for the finest known examples. Even without the double die, the 1995 Lincoln cent, in superb gem condition, is a highly valuable coin. Examples graded MS-67 and above are rare, because billions circulated heavily, making flawless coins hard to find. High-grade specimens regularly attract strong demand in auctions. The San Francisco Mint proof coins of 1995 also hold significant value. When perfectly struck and preserved with cameo or deep cameo contrast, they can command premium prices from collectors who pursue complete sets of proof Lincoln cents. The question of how many people want to buy the 1995 cent has an exciting answer. Thousands of collectors across the United States and internationally actively seek this coin, particularly the double die variety. It is considered a must-have piece for any serious Lincoln cent collection. As for the current value, it depends on condition and variety. A circulated 1995 cent may only appear common, but in gem mint state, the value climbs dramatically. The famous double die error in uncirculated condition often sells between $2,000 and $5,000, with top-graded examples reaching $6,000. Proof coins can sell for hundreds to thousands depending on grade and strike quality. The maximum prize possible is not limited. History has shown that collectors can drive prices far beyond standard catalog values, especially when two passionate buyers compete for the same piece. In some auctions, bidding wars have sent rare 1995 double die cents to incredible heights, approaching $15,000. The 1995 cent was built as part of the ongoing Lincoln series, a continuation of America's tribute to one of its greatest presidents. Its purpose was both practical, as circulating currency, and symbolic, as a continuation of a coinage tradition that had already lasted for nearly a century. It became valuable because of its rarity in certain forms. The double die error, flawless mint state examples, and high-quality proofs are what make the 1995 penny shine in the numismatic world. These qualities transform what looks like an ordinary coin into a remarkable collectible worth thousands of dollars. Can it be valuable in the future? The answer is yes. As time passes, more coins will be lost, damaged, or remain undiscovered in circulation. The surviving high-grade examples will only become rarer and more valuable. Future collectors will continue to chase this coin, pushing prices higher. The 1995 penny shows us that not all coins are created equal. Two coins with the same date may have very different values, depending on their condition and characteristics. That is why collectors carefully inspect every coin they come across, hoping to discover a hidden gem. This coin also proves that even in the modern era, rare varieties and errors can emerge that rival the excitement of older, classic coins. The double die of 1995 is a perfect example of how a small mistake at the mint can create a treasure worth thousands. For sellers, the 1995 cent offers a tremendous opportunity. If you hold one, especially the double die, it is wise to preserve it carefully and consider professional grading. A certified grade can multiply its value and open the door to premium sales and auctions. The story of the 1995 1-cent coin is a story of hidden value. What appears to be just a penny could in reality hold the power to be sold for $7,000 or more. It shows that fortune can hide in plain sight, waiting for someone with knowledge to recognize it. Collectors cherish this coin not only for its worth, but also for its role in numismatic history. It connects the past, present, and future American coinage, and it rewards those who look closely and value the smallest details. So the 1995 Lincoln cent is not just another coin. It is a symbol of how rarity, history, and demand can transform 1 cent into thousands of dollars. For those lucky enough to find one in pristine form or with a famous double die, it can become a treasure that changes their lives. The value is real, the demand is strong, and the potential is massive. The USA 1995 1-cent coin will always stand as one of the most valuable modern pennies ever struck, carrying maximum prizes of $8,000 to $9,000 and promising even more in the years to come.